G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Sometimes my movie making works well, sometimes my movie making does not. Today I was 3 hours and 45 minutes into making a video when I realised that at some point I had obviously made a mess of the pause button. So the video that should not have gone past 15 minutes and 25 seconds was running at 21 minutes and I hadn't finished recording it. So therefore I had to delete it. Therefore, thus and because, I can't show you step by step how I came to fix the plastic crisper lid from my daughter's refrigerator. It took quite a while. I was in the process of making a reasonably informative video showing how I was going to produce these gusset plates to cover up the crack on the stress riser where both of these perspex sprung hinge axles had broken off the lid. And I was doing a pretty good job of explaining it all too, believe you me. However, I'm just going to have to give you the background briefing in retrospect. What I did first was I used cyanoacrylate to glue the broken pieces back onto the lid. Then I used paper to make templates of the aluminium gusset plates to fit inside. Then I cut and hammered out the gusset plates and I clamped and glued them into place. While I was drilling the holes, I managed, sadly, to stress the lid and crack it. Therefore, I had to manufacture a splint and then drill the splint as well as the gusset plates. Then, having drilled the gusset plates and the splint, I used some 138-pound breaking strain polyester thread, sort of like kite string. And after using 5-minute araldite epoxy to glue the aluminium onto the perspex, drilling the aluminium and the perspex, then I used the nylon kite string to sew the two together before using more 5-minute araldite held in place by adhesive sellotape. Applied onto the inside to hold the glue in place while it was applied from the outside, and then more adhesive sellotape was used to ensure a smooth finish conforming with the top of the lid. Okay, so that's taken me about, 4 hours of the day, and I made a mess of the instructional video, but here it is in retrospect. Why is it worthwhile repairing a perspex lid to a crisper drawer on a refrigerator? Well, here's the answer. The refrigerator's 2 years old. If you were to try and source a brand new replacement, it might cost you $200. The refrigerator cost a couple of grand 2 years ago. People who manufacture white goods are like people who manufacture cars. 4 times a year they make a model change, a minor model change, which involves every dimension being altered. What that means is there are very few spare parts for a 2-year-old refrigerator, especially not perspex, moulded doors for the crisper drawer. Therefore, thus and because my daughter had a broken fridge drawer and Warbles on a lot has had to fix it. Cyanoacrylate, sheet aluminium, araldite 5-minute epoxy, polyester thread, more araldite 5-minute epoxy, and then sellotape as a mould. So, 4 hours of my time as a mad scientist hillbilly, maybe $5 worth of material, perhaps, and probably a $120 repair has been effected, or at least a $120 replacement has been avoided. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Hillbilly repair to refrigerator crisper drawer. Ciao.